Okay, welcome back, guys. Today we're going to be working on creating the eyebrows for this. So let's just turn off everything that we don't actually need. So I'll go to the side hair description and I'll turn off the hair preview for now. Then I'll select this. I'll turn this off also. So I'll just temporarily hide that, and then I will go to the eye sculpt. Let me just drag this all the way here. Sheet H to review that. Right. Alright, so we're going to be modifying this. We're going to be using this as our eye sculpt for generating eyebrows for this and also eyelashes. So let me just put this here for now. So with this eye sculpt selected, so I come to let's create a new description for this. This should be on a new collection. So I underscore scout underscore CLL collection. Description for this should be eyebrow underscore this ESC. Then placing and shipping guides, random across surface, lines, just completely fine. Then click on create. Alright, we're good to go. So now we have another collection in here. As you can see, that collection has been created with another collection has been created with the head description inside of it. So this is what we have in here also. So the first thing we should kind of do is to let's just set this up properly. So we should have for the width, just copy this and just paste this in here. Taper, copy this, paste. Copy this also. And just paste this in here. That's fine. So let's start by creating guides. Let's start by creating guides on the right hand side. Then we'll kind of flip that later on to the left hand side. So I will just click on guide. So in here, I'm kind of measure, kind of map out where this should be, just like we did for the head hairs. Kind of map out where we want the head to kind of start and kind of end, more or less. So this should be ending. Let's see. I think there's another reference image for the side. Let's kind of get this more or less on the side like so. So the hair should kind of start pretty much around here. Okay, and ending and then pretty much around here. Let me undo that and just this around here. Okay. Alright, now let's map out the edges for this. So how far out should this be? Think here, think here also, in here, in here, somewhere around here. Okay. Alright, I think we should have this like so. I think this should be just fine. Now let's now figure out the flow for this. Okay, so more or less all of this kind of flowing towards the right hand side. Let's start using the sculpt tool for this. I need the selection tool. I'll select this. Now use the sculpt tool. Just try to get this in the same direction. Something like so. So you kind of have some kind of S flow to it. Let's start with the rotate tool and just kind of get a bigger move around there first. And this one should be more or less like so. Okay. Select this one. Kind of do a bigger move. Kind of rotate this down some more. Okay, like so. Select this piece. Kind of get this like around here, upward a bit more. This one should be kind of facing up like so. Right. This should be facing upward like so also. So this one I need to kind of raise up though. Now I might need to raise this one up a bit more. So on the add to on the I add guide, I'll hold down control, middle mouse click and hold, then just drag this upwards a bit more like so. Now go to the sculpting tool. Just kind of copy that in. So I should be facing here like so. So it should be a bit something like this should be fine. Okay. This should be like something like so. Then kind of facing downwards. Kind of facing something like this should be just fine. Let's get this also facing downwards like so. Now this piece so should be a bit shorter. I'm supposed to put this in the center. It should kind of be in the center. So let's go to the art guide, hold control, hold down the middle mouse scroll and kind of get this in the center like so. Then I'll just push this downwards. So something pretty much like so should be fine, except for this one that is raised up way too high. So let's bring this down. Select this also. Now push this closer to the scalp. You don't want to have them floating far away from the scalp too much though. So let's just get them closer to the scalp. Okay, let's do a quick save. Then we need to have some kind of variation for the scale of this. Yeah, I think this one should be short. This one should be short like so. These two, I might need to extend this out. Let's extend this particular one out some more. Okay. So now I have a clear idea as to how to paint this and where to kind of paint out our density marks. This Okay, so we need to have one more in here that should be having very short hair in there. So the hair in here should be very short. So I'll just scale this down even more. Something around here should be fine. Okay, so now let's generate some hairs. Let's see what we have. So now we're having very fewer hairs in there. Let's round this up some more. Okay. It is almost facing up even more. Let me get this like so. Go to the sculpting brush and kind of sculpt something a bit more like so. So yes, preview. On the preview and output, only primitive in view. Let's turn that off. Okay. Let's see if this should be more or less fine. Think this should be more or less fine for this. So let's just get this mirror to the other side. Select all of this again. Select this and delete this first. Select all of this and then mirror it to the other side. And generate some hairs again for this tool. So obviously we're having something all over the place which we would need to kind of create a mask for. Okay, so now let's create some marking for this, some density marks for this. So I come in here, I click on create map. Then let's name this to eyebrow underscore den underscore density marks. Mark resolution of 30 should be fine. Or painting the kind of let's just fill this up with black. That's completely fine. Then let's click on create. Right. So now let's turn off the hair. Everything is all black now. So we need to kind of use a smaller brush for this. Something more or less like so. Probably just focus on only one side for now. Still have it on reflection on both sides. Solid brush, precisely fine. Edit and assign textures, 2K is completely fine. I think everything looks fine. So I'm more or less start painting from around here. Okay, ending around here. Maybe we make the brush size a bit smaller than this. Kind of map out the lower parts. All the way like so. Increase the brush size a bit more and paint inside of that. Okay, pretty much like so. I don't know why the other side just feels weird. The other side feels really weird. Okay, let's turn off the reflects, and let's do a more precise painting in here. We have already established the edge already, so let's just paint in kind of just clean this up a bit more like so. So I'm going to use a black color now. Let me kind of clean this up on the edges. Okay, alright. Do the same for the other side. So the other side feels a bit fine though. Maybe let's just tighten this edge a bit more. Alright, so now we can I'll do I can now increase the brush size a bit more. Then fade out the edge. So I'll just hold shift to just kind of fade out the edges a bit more. I don't know if this still feels a bit too strong though, but we'll see. Let me just take the brush size down a bit more around here and just fade out the edge. Okay, almost there. Alright, now let's generate some hairs in there. Oops, what kind of save this first? Let's save this first. So after saving this, now you can see it just attaches itself to only where it needs to kind of grow out from. Okay. We obviously need to kind of refine this a bit more. Let's clamp this up. Let's have some more hairs growing around there. Okay. Let's come in here. Let's see if that is enough or too much. Let's turn off the guides for now. To me it feels a bit much though. Feels feels a tiny bit much. Okay. So select this, I'll go back into the paint to the density maps for this. And turn off the S for now. Especially on black. So I'll just erase some of this. Okay. Alright, let's see. Let's do a quick save for this. Generate some hair out of this again. Let's see what we have. Now we have some stray hairs that we need to kind of clean up properly. So this thing needs to come down a bit more. Okay, let's review the guide. Go back to the pins. Let's make sure reflection is turned on for this. This time around I'm going to use the mouse also instead, so I can erase out any extra edge we might be having on top of this. Play this down even more. Okay, let's do even more around here. Then paint white. Let's just get this down here like so. No, that is way. Let's take down the brush size. Get this down here like so. Put this all the way to black. Kind of raise most of this. Most of using the mouse cursor now to kind of do a more cleaner work, so that when any other stray hairs growing outward. Let's do a quick save and let's see. Yeah, I think something pretty much like so should be just fine. So I'm going to go to the plus icon, hold control and hold control and the middle mouse scroll and just plug this around here. Select this piece out, delete that. Select this, mirror it to the other side. Okay, I think this should work just fine. I think this we can live with. Alright, should be just fine. You still have some spares around here, so let's go back to the max again. This time we'll be leaving this on, leaving the edge on. So let's go and just paint in black around here. I'm using the mouse cursor now to kind of do this. So I'm doing this with the mouse cursor. You should kind of do a neater job. So I'm just kind of save this now. If I save this now, without most of those eliminated. Yes. This is precisely what we want. I need to even select this hair guide. Go to add hair guide and just move this downwards around here. Select this and delete that. Select this and I'll do a mirror to the other side. Yes, this should be completely fine now. It should be completely fine now. I believe we can hide the guides now. We already have a generating where they ought to be generated from. This is precisely what we want. maybe, just maybe, this part feels way too full. I'll need to shrink that in a bit more. So I'll just kind of eliminate some of this out, like so. Do a quick save. Okay. Right. Yeah, I think this will work. So now we can go to, let's hide the guide for now. I think now we can comfortably, let's see the guides. Let's see the guides. I'll select this to, let's just do this from this other side instead. On the rotation, I'll just bring this out a bit more. I'll select these two. I'll delete them. Let's just mirror this to the other side and update that. Okay. Now let's go in there and begin to add modifiers to this. Right, so modifiers. Let's start by adding a clump modifier to this. So nothing should work in there until we come in and click on generate and put this maximum 0.8. Let's see. I probably need a bit more. Let's put this at 3 and generate this again. I'll click on save. Alright. So now we have a base. Let's go to the graph of this and let's see how we can change this up. Okay. Now we have this on update preview automatically. That's where as we're adjusting this is affecting this in real time. I'm just looking at the guides now. And I'm noticing that some of these guides I'm going to push down. I'm going to push down some of these guides. Or just add new ones around here. So let's just add new ones instead. We're supposed to add new ones in between them, but let's see. Let's just add one around here. Okay. Spotting that one, we just get this like so. Now select these two and mirror it to the other side. Let's add some, not so sure if this is even necessary, but let's just regenerate this again. Let's see what we have. Okay. On our modify parameter, let's just put this at a value of, I think the value of 30 should be fine. Okay. Since the clumping at the tip, I need to kind of reduce that. Let's kind of get this around here. Tip should be a bit free, like so. Let's see what we have all the way here. Something more or less like around here should be fine. Okay. Maybe the clumping strength we can take to 0.5. Let's see. Maybe 0.8 instead. Okay. I think this should be fine. This for a base, that looks fine. Then what another clumping in here? So I'll put this at a value of 9. Generate, save. Not too sure about this one though. Let's try this at a value of 12. No, that did not update 12. Generate, save. Let's get this affecting some of the roots. Okay. So not so is a bit much though. This one just seems to be grabbing a lot of the hairs. Don't know. This one seems to be grabbing too much of the hairs though. Let me just go crazy on this. Let's try value of 30. Okay. Not too sure, not too sure. Do we randomize this clumping? Let's see. Okay, let's randomize this clump value instead. Let's start with something a bit high. Let's start with this round bracket 0 points, the bracket 0 comma 1.6 close bracket. So let's try this in here. That doesn't seem too strong though. Let's try a crazy value of 5. Still not so much. Let me put this around the value of 3. That doesn't even seem to do anything. The effects are not. You're just kind of grabbing this way too tighter than I want it to. So let's just reduce this. Let's put this around 0 points. Let's try 0.5. Now this is a what do we have in here? Okay. Okay, let's just plug in some noise. Let's plug in noise in there. Let's see if adding the noise should kind of this is breaking things up way too much. And I'm not liking the results at all. Okay? This one even seems to even give us a better result. Just a clumping 2 only. Clumping 2 seems to be giving us even a much better result. Now obviously the noise for this is way too strong. So we would think I will just take this down to around 0 points. Let's try 0.4. Let's bring out this clump. This clump one seems to be messing things up by a lot. Put this on 1 instead. Generate and save. Let's see what that gives us. It's giving us a pretty bad and terrible result. Put this on 10. Okay. Now these two are just way too conflicting on themselves. Can put this to 0.3. This we can almost live with though. This we can almost live with. I think this should be fine. This should be more or less fine. Let's just add the cut modifier now. I'll be using these settings for my cut modifier. So I'll just copy this instead. Let's try a more aggressive value, or let's try 9. Yeah, that feels too aggressive. So let's put this back at 0.2. Okay, this we can live with. Just checking just to be sure. Just checking just to be sure. Maybe we need more hairs in there. Then we need to go to the clumping also and kind of update this in the clumping. Coming here also on the clumping too. Kind of generate and update this. Right. Okay, I think this should be fine. I think we can now move on to the eyelashes for this. Let's just zoom up a bit and temporarily hide that. Yeah, this we can work with. Okay. Feels rather weird here though. This one seems fine. For this side, not too sure. Let me just select these two. Kind of rotate them downwards like so. Did that seem to change anything? I'm not too sure. No, I didn't think it didn't change so much. Maybe I should delete some of this. So I think I can select some of these areas and then I can delete that. Let me just show you guys how to do it. So I think it should be select, should be this two. Click on this. I can easily select something like so, and I'll click on this to delete it. Yes, something like that should be just fine. So it's called select, call it selected primitive, and then this is select primitive. This is called selected primitive. Basically, this selects the hair strands, and this kind of deletes the hair strand. So in a simple term, that's what they do. You just do a quick save for the scene. In the next lesson, we're going to be creating the eyelashes.